Phase 4, 1974 science fiction film by Saul Bass.
In the next few moments, we will try to give you an impression of a new kind of film experience. If your curiosity is aroused, you are ready for Phase 4.
Greetings, fiends. Today we are looking at one of the great science fiction films of the 1970s, Phase 4, and how it relates to other key films of that decade. Phase 4 plot. Released in 1974, Phase 4, directed by Saul Bass, takes place following a mysterious eclipse-like solar event wherein two scientists begin to notice strange and unexplainable behavioral changes in ants. While initially written off as an unconcerning anomaly, it soon becomes apparent that the creatures have developed advanced intelligence along with the ability to work collectively. Scientists Ernest Hubbs and James Lesko have been transferred to a futuristic lab in a remote part of the Arizona desert in which to study these phenomena. However, the ants begin to attack and kill both wildlife and humans. Hubbs and Lesko realize that the entire human race might now be at a deadly evolutionary disadvantage to the tiny insects. Phase 4 Vinegar Syndrome 2024 4K Blu-ray release. The previous description of the film is from Vinegar Syndrome's exceptional 2024 4K Blu-ray release of Phase 4, currently on sale. Restored in 4K from an original 35mm negative, the images are stunning, especially the amazing macro cinematography by Ken Middleham. More on him later. This 2-disc set also features a 48-minute documentary and a new featurette with composer Brian Gascioni and electronic music artist David Vorhaus, deleted scenes, raw footage, trailers, and galleries. Last but not least, a very interesting booklet on the background of Phase 4 and Saul Bass.
If there's an intelligence there, I want it to know there's an intelligence here.
Linda Blair, The Exorcist, and Phase 4. After the massive success of The Exorcist in 1973, director Saul Bass sought young actress Linda Blair for the role of Kendra in Phase 4. Her audition impressed Bass, leading to several callbacks and a screen test. However, the producers and director ultimately decided that she was too young and too expensive. William Friedkin, Dick Bush, and Phase 4. A few years after William Friedkin's masterpiece, The Exorcist, starring Linda Blair, he directed a highly regarded action drama called Sorcerer, released in 1977 and based upon the original French film Wages of Fear from 1953. The cinematography in Sorcerer is exceptional, helmed by the great director of photography Dick Bush, who was also the director of photography on Phase 4. Lynn Frederick in Phase 4.
Please, go away.
I can't believe it. To know our plans, our strengths, our weaknesses. Why don't they kill us?
After Saul Bass decided not to go with Linda Blair in the role of Kendra in Phase 4, he opted for actress Lynn Frederick, who had appeared 4 years prior in No Blade of Grass from 1970. Actor Nigel Davenport, who was also in No Blade of Grass, personally recommended Frederick for the role of Kendra. According to actor Michael Murphy, director Saul Bass was very worried about British actress Lynn Frederick being able to sound suitably American for the film, since her character was supposed to be from Arizona. Bass made her run her lines over and over while he listened for any hint of a British accent. 19-year-old Frederick had to wear a specially designed ironclad corset during filming to appear more flat-chested. Kendra, the character she portrayed, was supposed to be about 16 years old, and the director wanted to minimize her voluptuous figure. Frederick was also encouraged to restrict her diet to chicken broth and black coffee. Directing the Ants, Ken Middleham. With a huge portion of the film devoted to observing the mutant ants evolving in their complex underground lairs, Saul Bass had one choice for macro cinematography: Ken Middleham. In a remarkable interview conducted for Cinefex magazine issue number 3 from 1980, Middleham described the extraordinary lengths he took to turn ordinary ants into super-intelligent beings battling two scientists in the Arizona desert, which, by the way, was really shot in Kenya. From coaxing the ants to move in a certain way, to literally applying prosthetic symbols on the ants' foreheads during a meeting of the ant tribes at the beginning of the film. Fortunately, I pulled the interview from archive.org a mere week before it got hacked. Note, it is still down as I write this. If you want to read the full Ken Middleham interview, please see the link in the description. I hope you enjoyed this look at Phase 4. As always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.